continuing on with my non-directive option, this is the option with zero change. Teachers are going to still teach how they want. The pros of this is that this is all based on what the teachers want to do, so they are going to feel valued. That's their opinion here. And they are going to still get to be as creative as they'd like, although it doesn't really seem like they are since they preference direct instruction. Now, the cons of a non-directive approach is that it's not cohesive amongst all of our staff. Our teachers are doing whatever they please. There's still no differentiation, which is a very scary thing, as I pointed out. That does technically break the law because you do need to provide that differentiation for students on an IEP or 504. And you should, out of the wellness of your heart, do that for students in the classroom, all students. And finally, it barely brings in that bare minimum of multicultural awareness into those classrooms. Now, for choosing the best option, I think it's obvious with the three I've chosen that collaboration is the strongest option. So once more, let me review that. That would be me collaborating with a group of stakeholders, which would be teachers in this scenario, to develop a plan of action for what should be implemented into their classroom instruction. So this is going to include mainly the strategies they're using and kind of like a schedule, maybe more of a frame of what type of writing they are teaching. How much multicultural awareness is being brought into that writing, into those prompts. I think along with this comes more professional development training for teachers. Maybe some didn't fully understand. Maybe we can refresh what teaching this writing curriculum in each core subject with fidelity means, and more strategies that these teachers can utilize. I think with the collaboration piece, these teachers will accept this option. They are going to feel valued with their opinions and what they want inside of their school. They will not feel micromanaged, and they will still get a sense of creativity in their classrooms. I think this will lead to larger teacher buy-in, and they're going to feel heard. And that and since they feel heard and valued, I don't think they'll feel as much like they don't want to do something, that they're really going to want to alter their instruction and teaching strategies to better meet the needs of their students. And in this case scenario, it doesn't just have to be one strategy. They can still utilize a direct instruction, but they can bring in more strategies that they feel like they can manage in their classroom that is going to better fit their class than just direct instruction. And with this strategy, we can also ensure, I, as well as those stakeholders that assist me, that multicultural awareness is being brought more into the classroom than what it is right now, and that differentiation is occurring because we can monitor that. So moving on to section 9, the implementation of this, choosing my path. You already know that personally I would choose the collaboration path. It's the best one to move forward with because it gives both large stakeholders in this position, both myself, administration, and teachers a voice. And with that being said, it ensures that those other stakeholders, such as students, their needs are being met in each individual classroom. Now, if we're speaking the worst, something that could occur is that teachers could still choose to push back. Maybe these are still the veteran teachers, and they're still not using differentiated instruction. Or their types of strategies are still focusing on direct instruction. Now, with those teachers doing that, this is going to lead to a lack of differentiated instruction still, and scores are still not going to increase. Obviously, both bad things. Who needs to know that this is occurring? First and foremost are going to be the teachers and administration, as well as if there's a really large change, it's also going to have to go through the district. Now, who's going to be affected in the aftermath are our students, our parents, and our community. They don't need to know any of these changes first off, but they will experience them. As I've stated before, this is not something I can do on my own. I am choosing not to do this on my own because the collaboration piece is going to hold more weight with all of our stakeholders. Finally, what if it doesn't work? This is when it would get a little bit more harsh. I would say that we need to start considering a change in our difficult staff members. Those staff members that don't want to change, do they want the best for our students? If they're not willing to change, they probably don't. Why do we want them working at our school? Why aren't they willing to give our students what they need to succeed? So I think that would be the larger question if those staff members are still pushing back after a strategy such as this one. And here are my references.